Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaaz Entertainment in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir I. Qureshi. I'm a fellow Rule Statute of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage. The goal of Realty Coffee Talk is to increase awareness, building consumer confidence in real estate, and also promoting good ethics and business practices. We have aired many episodes on Awaaz Entertainment, and they are also available at realtycoffeetalk.com to download and watch. Today we're going to talk about life of a realtor. You know, you pick up a call, you search on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, or through your friend, looking at the street sign, open house, for sale sign, or your friend has recently bought a property, you have somehow reached out to a realtor. Today I'm going to tell you about the life of a realtor. The most difficult and daunting part of becoming a realtor is getting licensing education. There are pre-licensing exams. They are mandated by under TRASA by Real Estate Council of Ontario, RECO. And if you ever want to know about it, you can go to reco.on.ca. They tell you what is the process. So very vigorous training. You obtain pre-registration courses, and then you again apply, and those are mostly online. Then you have an articling exam within 2 years to get a permanent sale registration. So when they go through this process, they get their all pre-registration courses as mandated by TRASA under with RECO. They will look for now a brokerage to hire them. So the brokerage will apply, they negotiate the fees, desk fees, other split between the commission they earn, because under TRASA, they have to work with the brokerage, and brokerage, normal case, 9 out of 10 are corporations. So the brokerage will provide them training. They will register them through them to the RECO with a police certificate, criminal record check. And once they are registered, then they will have orientation and training. They are normally assigned a mentor who educate them during the early process by bringing them into even though they have the knowledge, but they have no practical experience. So they get licensed, they start working with a senior. And what is the most important and critical issue is that 99.9% real estate professionals are commission-based. Very few commercial real estate have employee working for a brokerage and they are paid. But they are also performance-driven. There are certain level of service they have to provide or earn or whatever. But 99.9% people are sales agent. That means they can only get paid when they complete a transaction. And they have to adjust to themselves, because when commission is earned, and now we have to talk about the stages of the transactions before we reach the point of collecting the commission. So they are contacted or referred by a consumer or friend, and they will go and do a presentation. Normal cases is listing. And then sometimes they say somebody wants to buy a property. They will Google it. You have a 5-star rating. The better rating you have, the better chances you have. We have a 5-star rating on Google because our client has given us that rating. They were very satisfied. So a realtor has to look at this. There are approximately 112,000 realtors or registrants with the Real Estate Council of Ontario that are licensed to practice. So in the beginning, you are just a salesperson or realtor salesperson because you're a member of CREA, or broker record, or real estate broker of record, or real estate broker. Those comes after 2 years you have spent and you pass the exam of the broker. But you are a salesperson. We are all practice real estate. We are all licensed to practice real estate. But the difference will be knowledge and experience and skill set. And this is where you have to keep in mind when you are entering into the real estate industry. Sometimes it takes 3, 6, 9 months to get one deal because you are learning, you are making mistakes. It's a job learning, and you have to make sure you are in compliance with the law because you can't violate that. Since TRESA came in, there are lots of changes that happened because you don't have any customer service. Now you have to have a broker representation or designated broker representation. And as a salesperson or broker, whatever, they are competing with each other. We all, 112,000 registered approximately, in Ontario, we compete with each other. Even we are working for the same brokerage, we compete with each other. Because when a consumer call, they will call for that specific person. Or unless they search the broker, say, okay, can you give me some names of your brokerage employees? And then they can go online and check it out. We have a team, city-pro.net. Go click on team, you will see the people. And this is where they choose, and they look at the credentials. So when they choose, and for example, they give you the listing to sell, the market condition has a bigger impact on it because you're a newer or you have past experience. Things every time change. Law changes, market condition changes, prices go up and down. So there's a lot of learning, continuing education that we have to do. But let's say you hire me to buy a property, so I have to negotiate with you a buyer representation agreement, which could be a buyer designated representation agreement or buyer broker. Are defined there. The law says now you have to define what you will be providing to the consumer. So we are at the beginning of our relationship. Either we are listing a property or we are buying a property. What will happen if it's a multiple representation if you are a listing agent? What will happen that designated representative agreement is not available to the client? The broker of record has to recommend and suggest somebody else, but you have to remove yourself, or you can cancel the listing or representation agreement, because we want to make sure that you feel comfortable. So we are not even at the stage of performing the work. We are building that relationship by inserting clauses, discounts on the mortgages, or giving back something, or what happened, you have multiple representation, disclosure or non-disclosure. Many of these things are initial stage. Let's assume that you have already got that representation, you are a seller, okay? Now, until that property, he has to pay for the virtual tour, floor plan, marketing, social media, videography, drone videos, all that stuff. On top of that, a photography of quality finishes through the MLS system. So when everything is done, he or she is spending money from their pocket. because we are not on a payroll, we're self-employed. And in order to do this service to you, we also have to pay for the car that we drive, or SUV you drive to the work and come back. Of course, we need the living space. We have kids that are going to universities, colleges. You have to put food on the table. You have to pay the mortgage, insurance, everything. And we have everything in our mind when we are engaging with you. I'm talking about the human factor, that you have to know that this person, boy or girl, who's coming to serve you and deliver a valuable service to you, these are all in their mind. So they are very serious when they come to you to perform a service, whether it is listing or buying. So let's assume you sign the listing, they have done everything and put your property in MLS. Then they are marketing, they are sharing that, but they're not being paid until an offer comes in. They help you to negotiate the offer. They give you instruction when you are doing an open house, or when people are coming in through the brokerage. There's a lockbox, a security system on it, a password. You can change them very frequently with the consent of the seller. And they're navigating through the process of showing your property, attracting. The property sell itself, provided that it is well presented. And you do not demand very high price. You make life difficult for the realtor. It will stay there for a long time. This happens to all of us. When you renovate the property, I have always suggested to people to make sure you update your property as you are living, not at the time when you are selling and you spend $100,000, $200,000 to upgrade the property. Because if you want the real value of your property, you need to update. So when realtor tell you to do certain things, please pay attention. It's very, very important for you to get the best dollar for your money. So even though he or she is showing you the property, finally offer comes in and you negotiate that, finalize all the terms and conditions of the offers are acceptable and sign, then buyer will do due diligence. Mortgage financing will be issued. They will be asking for appraisal. Bank will be asking for appraisal. In most cases, when the value is loan to value is 80%, which is conventional mortgage, because bank will not have any security from CMHC. So therefore, they have to rely on their appraisal. And appraisal may come lower, then buyer has to get the more money. And smart buyers will keep the condition until they're satisfied the mortgage conditions are met. So let's say it's firm the deal. And we keep in mind, we're hoping we will be getting deals, so we keep on working and working and working, and finally day comes, two things will happen. Maybe the buyer changed their mind, something happened, they did not come up with the down payment, or the lender say, I did another appraisal, the value came down because of change in the market condition. So there's a big issue where the realtor has to help and deal with the situation in conjunction with the lawyer, and then see if they can handle it. Sometimes you end up going to the mortgage agent or broker to help and facilitate. Maybe you need small money for private lending or alternate lending to close the deal, because if you don't close the deal, you will default. And your potential is that you won't get your deposit back. And buyer can also sue you. But that realtor is thinking about all of that as saying, oh, I'm not going to get paid if deal doesn't close. Even though they have delivered a firm deal and deal has been firm. And this is where the situation is. So realtor has to think about all these things as they're performing the duties. And most difficult challenge a realtor will have is balance of time management. How much time they manage. Some realtor, in the beginning when I was new, I was spending too much time. no time for the family, because I was learning. I have appetite to learn. I want to ask questions and so many things I was doing. So management is because if you are you have to spend time is to strategize. You have to spend time to apply that strategy into a reality, and you have to set some goals how you can achieve that. So time management is because sometimes you are working with a client and they call you, you want to see the property at 8 p.m. and you have no choice. And now, because of Tressa, before people used to come and we used to show property, but not now. It's a part of service. So they need to be your client in order to show a property. You're providing a service. You're booking a place and you're showing a property. You already got the RECO information guide with them. They acknowledge that. They assign the buyer designation representation in this case, and then you show the property. So it depends on it. But remember that depending which hat you are wearing, buyer or seller's hat, designated representation or broker representation for the buyer or the seller. And this is where is very, very important. So they need to manage their time. Sometimes you have to pick up the kids from school, so they have to manage time. They need to make sure the client is served, so they have to accommodate their schedule to make sure everything doesn't contradict, and they have to make the time, schedule it. You can schedule everything, your activities, but you never know when client call you and you never say no, because you want your client to hire you. If you are a client or you already have a client, then obviously you have to oblige. You have to respond in a timely fashion. Our really industry is how it's evolved is based on relationship. You build your rapport, and then people start recognizing you. Primarily since transformation in the pandemic, our virtual presence has become as very important. So we spend time and money in virtually, not only to promote ourselves, but also attract the buyer and sellers to come to us so we can sell their properties, buy or sell the property. So this is what is important. You have a virtual presence, but who will actually perform the service is a human. You can see videos, everything is very deceiving, sometimes videos and the pictures. You need to physically see the property. Even though realtor, just for you, he's not going to get paid until you buy the property. It has to go through the offer process, negotiation process, conditional period, lawyer review, financing arrange, inspection is done, appraisal is done, then closing depends in 3 months, 2 months, 60 days, 6 months, God knows. These are the terms that we negotiate. But remember that realtor is a self-employee. They don't get paid until deal close. So we have to build network where we really create a power of connectivity. I have a Realty Coffee Talk. This is how Realty Coffee Talk has moved from a community service to on Avaz Entertainment because of pandemic. We created global network. We have created Canada-wide network. We created Ontario-wide network. And I have a Mississauga Rules, the professional network that I created. So I've created lots of network, plus on LinkedIn, social media. So that is the power of connectivity that you need to build your network. And without that, you can be successful. And we are again, keeping in mind, we are at that stage. We created all these things, but we didn't get paid. We're still waiting for deal to close. And we have always in mind, if the buyer is not prepared, you did not help them to budget it properly, the deal can fall apart. It can create a lot of problem. So as a due diligence for realtors, to make sure you gave them 3 references for the mortgage, 3 references for the lawyer, 3 references for the appraisal, 3 references for the home inspector. If environmental is involved, septic tank or a water well, you provide them 3 references. The biggest challenge that we have, or it's very important in every registrar's mind, is compliance with the law. Regardless how desperate sometimes we become that we have to have a deal, but compliance is our prime goal, that we are in compliance to the law that give us the power through the license to perform a legal service in real estate in the province of Ontario. So this is very, very important. You have to mind that not only that we are available to you 24/7 to answer your phones and attend to your many things that we do. Our competency level is strictly real estate. When you are getting an advice on real estate, you must ask them to show you the license. And this is what I have shown before. We have a RECO license. It says registration number for the person who's performing the service, and registration number for the brokerage who employ that brokerage. And it shows the expiry date. And it always says this certificate must be in your possession while performing duty under the Act. That means we show you to get more confidence. And this certificate is issued after you complete education, you have joined a brokerage, now you are a salesperson, and then 2 years later you pass the broker exam, and then you become a broker, and then you are able to open your own brokerage. So these are the very, very important things that you have to remember, that how important it is. And the most difficult that we're going to face is balance of life. We're going to take a short break, and we continue our conversation, Life of a Realtor.
Thinking of buying or selling real estate? Call us today. We are one-stop solution provider for your real estate needs. Our commission plans to meet your budget. Buy, sell, or build. We can help. Think of us today. Call us at 905-785-9923. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Thank you.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा ज़ेवरात की तलाश है, तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिजवे स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
Popeyes has opened a brand new location in downtown Vancouver. Satisfy your craving for Cajun at this new location off West Georgia and Hamilton Street, where you'll find all your favorite Louisiana-inspired menu items. We sampled the unrivaled trio of sandwiches, the classic, the deluxe, and the blackened deluxe chicken sandwich, and all were delicious. All of the signature fried chicken is marinated for 12 hours, then hand-battered and breaded, served with Cajun fries and mac and cheese on the side. Plus, for a limited time, you can try Popeye's Crispy Chicken Wrap, available now until September 3rd. Check out the new Popeye's location at 700 Hamilton Street today. Who are you bringing with you? Tag them in the comments.
This is the latest opening in BC for Popeyes, with more openings coming soon in both Alberta and BC by PLK Group.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Welcome to SFK Law, where we're committed to providing legal guidance tailored to your needs. When it comes to real estate law, every detail matters. At SFK Law, we will assist you whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your property. We'll guide you throughout the process with complete transparency.
Whether you're an employer or an employee, our team will provide expert guidance and representation to safeguard your rights and interests. Whether you're an existing business owner or you're looking to buy or sell a business, at SFK Law, we can help you structure the transaction from start to finish.
If you're searching for a lawyer, contact us today to schedule your consultation.
My name is Timur Shah. I'm the managing partner of Shah & Shah Lawyers. At our firm, we do personal injury, real estate, immigration, litigation, family, criminal, and wills and estates. You can contact us at 905-270-5474, or you can visit our website at shawlawyers.ca, and you can visit us at 315 Traders Boulevard East, Unit 3 in Mississauga. We're a family law firm, and we'd love to help your family out.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या LG, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स। हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। विजिट आवर वेबसाइट www.dixieelectronics.ca या फिर हमें कॉल कीजिए 905-625-5900. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence. Dixie Electronics और Appliances, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या LG, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स। हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। डिलीवर कॉन्फिडेंस।
Welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Rules Institute of Canada, a broker record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage, and we're talking to you about life of a realtor. The most difficult part is in real estate is scheduling activities. If we have to connect with our potential clients, we have this network, social media. Because of lot of restriction, privacies, without consent, you cannot communicate with anyone. So we have to navigate through that to make sure we're not violating any laws. And also when we have a client, we have to adjust our timing with them. And you make effort to make sure that you are available to your client, because sometime our weekend, one thing that I can tell you is that I did miss weekends, because now our weekends are reserved for open houses. After the pandemic is over, before pandemic, open houses is where you get to meet people. Because of new restriction we have, when you're inviting the open houses, people come and they ask questions, you can't say anything. You give them general information that is publicly available, and then you say, okay, I'm going to send you a RICO guide. I always keep a couple of sets of RICO guide with me, so I can tell them, because of this, we cannot give you any advice, opinion, or provide any service other than you're coming in open house. But if you come in a regular time, you have to sign even 1 day agreement for that particular property to show, because that's a service. To show a property is a service. So RICO Information Guide is a guide of building a relationship, type of option available to the buyer. So if they decide not to do it, there can be a self-represented party. So it makes it challenging for you. You cannot just say, I book and show you the property. You're violating TRESA. You need to send them RECO guide. You have to talk with them, have to meet with them, sign a buyer designated representation or buyer broker representation and RECO guide with all the terms and conditions. This is specific to this property only for weekdays, 10 days. That's it. You're not going it anywhere else. Sometimes people don't want to sign a BRA because they think that it's going to be long term. So you can do it specific to that property. So we kind of banish sometime in the evening. We used to rush to show the property. We cannot do that. We have to take their email, full name, number. We have to identify FinTrack requirement. You just cannot just book anyone to show the property. You have to FinTrack to identify the person unless people know you by referred by somebody and you can verify that. Still, you have to see the IDs before you sign a BRA or a BRA to your property because you don't know who that person is. So that's why face-to-face is a preferred choice of verification of identity. So anyway, you have a client, you show them the property, and then you might maybe not able to go to a family dinner and you end up showing a property because your schedule is disturbed. Somehow you try to manage it. If not, you have to obey the direction of your client. So we kind of sacrifice our personal life for being a real estate professional. What else happens? What is our mind? Also the changing market condition. You see that what's happening here? We were going crazy with the sales, and all of a sudden Bank of Canada increased the benchmark interest rate. Everything changed. Prices change. Interest rate went high, value of the property started coming down, and these are the changing in every realtor's mind. And we have to educate you as a consumer to understand there is a risk involved. We think about maybe market will crash or things can happen beyond the control of a realtor. But as long as you understand that and you are willing to take the risk, and I tell everyone, all my clients, when you are buying a property, you do the best negotiation and you negotiate the price. But once you are buying only one property for your family and you can afford it, it's justified, you got the mortgage, it doesn't matter if price goes up and down because you are able to survive that economic cycle that disturbs the pricing, market condition. But if you have taken multiple properties and some of them were rented and there is no income coming up, you are in trouble. And now with the new revised capital gain from the federal government will affect you as investors. So this is very important, and we have realtor. Everything is our mind when we're helping you this. We're educating you. So you always have to obey the laws to make sure you are in compliance. We are trained. Our goal is to protect our consumer client. That's our fiduciary duty. Yes, we get paid, but at the end of the transaction, and is only happy if everything gone smoothly and you have done your due diligence. Hire qualified home inspector or engineer to do a due diligence. When you're buying $1 million or $1.2 million property, it deserves it.
Thinking of buying or selling real estate? Call us today. We are one-stop solution provider for your real estate needs. Our commission plans to meet your budget. Buy, sell, or build. We can help. Think of us today. Call us at 905-785-9923. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Thank you.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिजवे स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा। या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk and Awaz Entertainment. We were talking about market conditions and things change, price up and down. But when you are buying one property and you need it to live in there with the family, instead of renting it, if it costs you the same, it's best that you own it. This cycle will be over 24 to 36 months. It start all over again. Every 10 years this happens. This time it's happened a longer period of time. But that's why it's very important that you are working with a realtor who knows what's happening in the marketplace. So you don't take a high risk. I'm also principal broker for Canada Express Mortgage. We just hired a new broker, Maxim D'Souza. He's a very competent professional. He's also a member of REIC. So maybe I'm going to try to bring him over a next episode so we can talk about financing and mortgages. And Canada Express Mortgage is licensed as a brokerage, license number 13241. So I can talk about the mortgages if there is any questions about that. A realtor cannot give opinion about the mortgage, cannot give opinion about the law, cannot give an opinion about accounting when you look in a financial statement, unless somebody has a license. I am also president and founder of Tixon Construction Inc., which is also licensed by HCRA as a vendor and builder, license number B63247. So I can talk about construction. I have done 7 exams for pre-qualifying as a competent exam, so I can talk about constructions, code and ordinary building code and many things about it. So unless you have a license, you cannot give opinion. In our TRASA, it asks us to refer to competent professionals. Suggestion is to give 3 names, 3 contacts for every field. Now, also, you have to know that when we are performing services under the TRASA, we also take the legal liabilities. If something we not able to perform or we did something wrong, violated the fiduciary duty and all legal aspect side, we can be held liable. And we have error and omission insurance that only covers small mistakes, not bad intentions. So you know that even though I have not been paid, I have that in my mind too, that I have to make sure that I am performing duties and doing my due diligence, performing fiduciary duty to be honest with you, be accountable to you, to protect your interests, disclose everything that is coming to my attention, and be competent. Not only you have a license, but you have to use it. How to use it? Your knowledge is power. This is why I took this designation. I'm a FRI, Fellow Rules Teacher of Canada. I'm a CIPS certified international property specialist. Also, I'm an instructor, certified real estate specialist, senior real estate specialist. That means I'm specialized helping senior because I am a senior. Seller representation, accredited buyer representation. These are all designations. They are over and above regular membership. So how to avoid being sued? Real estate agent. We always act in the best interest of our client and disclose any conflict of interest. This is very important. People know that. Don't take it easy. And this is in our mind when we are doing a duty under the law and providing that. Now, apart from all that, you're successful. You have a key of your dream home. You are very happy. You are thankful to your real estate professional to help you. And our job as a realtor did not end. We also do continuing education every 2 years before our renewal of our license. We go through very comprehensive education and updating our knowledge through RECO online service. So that means we are preparing all the time to make sure we provide honest, competent, professional service ethically, with integrity, with competency, to deliver a value to our client. That's our trademark of City Pro Realty Inc. Brokerage. We provide value through service. So our client feels that we are delivering a value to them. So you can see, once your client is happy, a transaction has been delivered, then a realtor get paid. Cycle could be up to 6 months minimum, sometime. So now you know. If you have any question, feel free to call me. Direct number 416-451-3489 or 647-484-0018. You can watch live Awaz Entertainment on Awaz ENT 580 cable network or satellite around the world. Or a recording of some of these videos are on Awaz Entertainment YouTube channel and also realtycoffee.com or YouTube at Realty Coffee Talk. You can watch and provide your feedback so we can improve our service to you. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Goodbye. Bye for now. May God bless you all. May God bless Canada. Thank you.